Hello everybody, how's it going? This is Jonathan here with Automate with Jonathan. In this video we're going to talk about what is Selenium. In the next video we're going to talk about setting up your environment, but this is just a preface to what Selenium is, what it's used for, its history, and so forth. So this is selenium.dev. There's a link in the description for this website. So Selenium consists of three parts: the WebDriver, the IDE, and grid. In this video series, we're only going to discuss the WebDriver. The IDE and the grid are tools that you will use farther down the road. They're just more advanced tools. Once you really get proficient with Selenium, the grid and the IDE, those are going to become way more useful. But right now, if this is an intro, which it is, intro course, you're not going to need these items. So we're just going to be focusing on the WebDriver. So let's go over the capabilities of the WebDriver. Okay. More or less, okay, I'm trying to sum this up. We could go deep into detail about what the WebDriver does and so forth. But for the purposes of this video and most of your basic use cases, we're going to be working with these things called web elements. Okay? And web elements are just parts of a web page that we're going to load and interact with. That's really what it boils down to. 90% of your use cases are going to be solved with this. And then in more specific instances and more specific troubleshooting, you're going to have to dive deeper, right? So we're going to go over locator strategies, finding web elements, interacting with them, and so forth in later, more in depth in this series. But to run your basic WebDriver, let's go back over here. This is a full program I've written. It's only, we'll say, 14 lines of uncommented code, maybe less, minus that one, 13 lines. And with these three modules, we're able to create a new instance of a Chrome browser and interact with various things. We could create downloads, we could click buttons, we could X out of this. And once you really get good at it, I can just on the fly, I can just say, okay, how would I want to close this before I did anything? It's like, oh, okay, here's the class. We can pull this out if I'm able to actually copy it, right? We can copy that. We can say, okay, I want to click, we can, with just that much, we could write one line of code that will close that out. So in a nutshell, that's what Selenium is. It's an open source library to create browser automations and website tests. So if you're still curious and you want to listen to my rambling some more, keep watching the series, and please click like and subscribe. These videos will be updated periodically as Selenium itself gets updated. So it's important that you subscribe to the channel because I will update content when the specific methods get deprecated or Python gets upgraded or something like that. So thank you very much. I appreciate it, and I really look forward to teaching you all a bit about Selenium and Python.